And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with another episode of the Project Vega podcast, PvP episode 21. Yeah, we are here. It is the month of February. Happy Black History Month. Oh my God, I almost fucked that up. Happy Black History Month to my beautiful black people and everybody who supports the black culture. Because I'm black, blackity black. Oh man, it's a good day. It's good. Today is February 19th, 2022. Yeah, people, we got some shit to cover. Since the last podcast, a lot of shit has happened. A lot of things have escalated across the world and the world everywhere. It's going down right now. A lot of people are in bad places in life, and then some people are in better places. It's just, it's a toss of the coin, and depending on how you got to where you got to, it's will determine on where you're placed on that scale. You can follow me at the Project Vega podcast on both Instagram and on Twitter. It is the Project Vega the Project Vega, not the Project Vega. Oh my God, I always fuck up the intro one way or another. But yeah, I am your host, the Project Vega. I'm gonna put the disclaimer in the beginning, and I'm gonna start doing that from this point on, just so I don't fucking forget. But the disclaimer, oh my God, my word is not law. This is not financial advice. Anything that I say is not law. It's just personal opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just all personal opinion. This is just not like, take anything I say with a grain of salt. It's just me talking. I'm going to be rambling on. It's just all for pure entertainment. That is all we are doing here on the Project Vega podcast, PvP episode 21, even through fucking 1 through 20. It's literally, that's how everything has been. Don't take shit too seriously. Relax. Take a chill pill. Just sit back, relax, and we gonna jump right into this podcast. All right, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you are listening to this on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Google, Red Circle. We are on every major platform. Go ahead and share it, leave a like, 5 stars. Do it now. And we're gonna jump right into this shit. We're gonna jump right into the quick bits before we get into the nitty gritty of the rest of this podcast. We got some shit to talk about. I don't know how long we're gonna be talking. It might be for an hour and a half. Depends on how much I want to ramble on for, and how much I want to get in depth on a lot of stuff. And I might get in depth with a lot of stuff because I just feel like talking right now. It's Black History Month, baby. Go ahead and celebrate. Throw a kufi in the air. I forgot my kufi. Where is my kufi? It's in the other room. I'm not getting up and go get it, but I should be wearing it, but I'm not wearing it this time. I've been wearing it almost every day for the past 19 days. It's almost March. March Madness will be played every single day as soon as I wake up. Everybody should do that because, just turn up, get lit. Oh, man. But first thing we're going to talk about, just because it's like you can't hide it and you can't run from it because it involves us and Russia and Ukraine and anybody to deal with it. But yeah, there's a possible war about to be brewing. It's like going down, and I would rather be dealing with North Korea than fucking Russia. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all could agree with that, because North Korea, nah, man, come on now. Russia, come on now. Oh man, like World War III could really be around the corner, and it's, dude, stop. Fucking God. Yeah, World War III could be right around the corner. Sorry, that's just something that's happened. We fucking with Russians. Like, if you ever fought a Russian before, like boxed them or went head to head with them, like, even you see them in movies, like, even though it's a fucking movie, but like they really are like that. A lot of them are like that. Like, and Joe Biden, like, bruh, shut the fuck up. What are you doing? Like, you, my God, NATO, back out of this. Like, oh my God, look, like, we don't need to go to war. we really don't need to go to war. Like, if we really are in a, like, being threatened, then I understand that. But this has nothing to do with us. Like, Ukraine, from what the people are saying, again, these aren't 100% fact, but it's like up in the air with a lot of people and a lot of different media coming out. Like half of them want to join NATO and the other half do not. Half want to go with Russia and are okay with it. Like, if it's a half and half thing, why don't y'all have like an actual poll, not with you political fucks trying to get into this, like actual people, have them make the choice, not, oh my God, like, man. But Russia doesn't want guns at their doorstep. That's one of their big things. That's what it is. So if you put guns in their doorstep, they have over 130,000 fucking troops on their goddamn border ready to fucking fight. Like, that's not a empty threat. That's not like what North Korea has been doing with their little missiles. Like, come on now. Like, you have the people right at their doorstep. They are ready to fucking fight. Stop this shit, dude. Because I know a lot of people ain't gonna be wanting to fight your stupid war. A lot of people are gonna choose to go to jail versus get drafted by force, or shit like that. And there's a lot of people that are gonna be choosing not to. A lot of protests are gonna happen saying stop the war, it's senseless, da 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 da. Russia doesn't care. Russia does not care. They're ready. They're fucking ready for this shit. And NATO, you need to stop. This is not the one. As well as my big question is, like, I understand that's happening, but what the fuck China doing? What's China doing? They sitting back with their popcorn. Like, they like, what? I don't know what side they're gonna go on, but they probably gonna take Russia's side. Maybe. It's like, we don't need this to happen. We really don't need this to happen. A lot of death is gonna happen. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say, because Russia does not need to. No, sorry, not Russia. Russia's protecting itself. NATO doesn't need to do what they're doing, and United States needs to stay the fuck out of it. We're always up in everybody's business. That's when we don't need to get into. This is going to be a very bloody, senseless war between the three superpowers, and best believe you could easily tell which sides each one's gonna go on. I'd be shocked if China actually takes our side, and because I don't know if China is in NATO. I have no fucking clue. I probably should have researched that. I doubt it though. But yeah, yeah, we're just gonna move on from that one. I just wanted to quickly talk about that one. Why is this offset like a motherfucker right now? Okay, whatever. Kanye's going insane. It's hilarious. I think it's hilarious and great entertainment from the outside perspective. But other than that, yeah, the situation is probably terrible inside, like the family and the people who know. But on the outside perspective, looking in, it's just great entertainment. It is great coverage. Just more celebrity and famous people in the United States doing stupid funny shit that people are just going to meme and make great videos on, like usual. So if anybody knows what's going on, definitely DM me what's going on, because that shit's fucking hilarious. And then I saw that Kanye documentary. I wonder how good that is, or if it's funny. If it's funny, I might watch it, but if not, I'm not gonna waste my time watching it. There's no point in me watching it. I'd rather watch a what documentary? I'd rather watch a Tom Brady documentary. I'd rather watch that than that, or even LeBron. I'd rather watch a LeBron documentary than a Kanye documentary. Unless the Kanye one is like really fucking funny, then I'm gonna watch it. But other than that, I'm just gonna watch something else. I'm not gonna waste my time doing that. And speaking of countries going crazy, Canada's going insane. The whole trucker protest, that shit's fucking, it's real. Like well, of course it's real, but I mean, like, the government has like literally locked down. They're arresting people. They arrest the truckers. Anybody who's down there, they're arresting them people. They even said that if any news reporters that are down there to try to just report on the thing, they're gonna arrest them too. The donation fund has been completely shut down, so none of them are getting paid for it. The people, they're trying to come after people that are trying to do cryptocurrency transactions by trying to force them to seize their funds or whatever it is, and freezing any of their accounts. I actually just saw Nunchuck. They just sent it back to them. They were like, yo, this is a free platform, free service, and it's just like, why don't you go research how what actual custody is before their Canadian dollar goes to zero. Fuck, who just sent me something? Oh, that's that. Okay, cool. Sorry. Before that, like it was I'll put it in the description, a link to what I'm saying and referencing. What it's like an email they sent to the Canadian government. It's fucking hilarious. They're literally talking. They talk. Canada, you're stupid. They're literally they said, I think they tried to ban Bitcoin, or they banned Bitcoin, or just anything to do with crypto, just because like these people, they're really under fire. Like it's hurting, like their government is hurting, but the people have turned on them. It is bad. It is bad out there right now. It's funny though, from us, but you know, we just got to speak up and try to help them, because the people are in the right, the government's wrong. Honestly, that's just my personal opinion. Yeah, they shouldn't have done what they did. That they're literally getting the backlash of what it is, and United States, you're pretty much close to doing the same epic fail, but at least they're moving forward in somewhat of a right direction. You got people actually fighting in our government that are trying to do the right thing. But yeah, that's funny. And speaking of cryptocurrencies, or crypto in general, yeah, crypto's in its 100-day, pretty much it's reached its 100-day correction phase. This shit is, I said it a couple podcasts ago, this bitch is gonna chop for a while. We straight correction, it's gonna be a while. We should be nearing the end. If you know how to do swing trades, day trades, or whatever it is, to catch the pump ride, catch the rides, or whatever it is, make it cool. You making it. If you're just one of those people who just buy and hold, then it's just like, honestly, what's been going on right now. As long as you didn't buy towards the top, you should be good. If you did buy towards the top, you're just going to have to wait. You're gonna have to wait. You're just gonna have to wait. Unfortunately, you just gotta wait until your shit doubles, triples, whatever it is. And if it goes even lower, honestly, I don't see it going lower. I don't like we did tap what was it? We did tap 28, but since then we're now back at the 40s. We're now right on the cusp of 40,000. I think it's at 39 right now, if I'm not mistaken. Like it has recovered, and right now it's waiting to make its next leg up. It's ready to make its next bull flag to confirm the trend of going up. Because right now it's just whatever it is. If you're in, my God, I forgot what they were called. NFTs. Holy shit, they fucking missed my, wow. If you were in NFTs, then yes, you were, and you're making good trades. Like if you got in some NFTs really early before they even took off, you're making great trades, good things. Awesome. I've been making some good trades on the NFTs too. There's some pretty nice ones out there. Keep doing your thing, people out there, real troopers actually learning. And then the metaverse. You know what, I am tired of this fucking thing. The metaverse as well I finally took time to really understand it even more and actually got into the metaverse itself. And yo, that shit's fucking nice. How do I explain it? I don't have VR. I don't care for VR. If you have VR, it's like a better way to experience what it is. But you don't need it. It's like playing Minecraft on your computer. You can literally just load into the website, either Decentraland or Sandbox, either one. Use your computer. You don't need VR. VR just gives you the full experience. But if you want to experience, if you didn't know that, now you could try it. Just go to Decentraland's website, Sandbox website, and you will see what I'm talking about. It's, how do I explain this? Referencing, you could reference like Ready Player One. You could reference, what's another one that has like VR type game? What's that one with Ryan Reynolds? I forgot what that movie was fucking called. To kind of be like that. Was it Something Guy? I don't know, Something Guy. I think it was Something Guy. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but that's another great way to explain it. it has so much potential. It has so much potential, and a lot of big companies are getting into it. A lot of countries are actually starting to legalize it or try to propose different regulations and legalize to recognize it as actual currencies. Like, it's all over Twitter, it's all over the fucking news. Like, big things are happening in the background, and the market is not really responding the way it is like it should be. That's because we got a fucking looming war coming on, and like even stock markets are kind of like crashing because people are scared right now on what's going to happen. It's completely understandable. But right now people are kind of moving into crypto because it's honestly a little bit safer to be in. Of course, it's more volatile. I completely understand that, but at least it's giving you better compound interest over time than just keeping it as a savings account. Honestly, savings accounts are just lies. It's just stupid. It's just an extra hold, and like the interest rate is stupid. Like Bitcoin is compounded over 150% or whatever it is in the past decade. Like, do that in a savings account, that doesn't happen. So it's just like, come on now. Where was I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, metaverse. Dude, I just ramble on at this point. Yeah, the metaverse. What I've learned from the metaverse, like, there's what you could have done is you could have bought, say if you bought, I don't know, some land in either the Sandbox or whatever it is, or Mana, for like $13,000. You could have waited 3 weeks and then sold it for like $250,000. It's basically like owning real estate, but just in digital land. Like, it's exact. I mean, I think I explained this exact same fucking thing a while back in a couple podcasts ago. I'm not too sure. But that's exactly what it's like. But as well, with that land you have, you could develop on that land. You could put like a taco bar or a sushi bar or something that makes it more valuable, and you could charge people. Like, say if you bought the land in a high traffic area, and people, instead of people having, like, if you bought literally half, well, not half, like a line of land down the middle of everything, instead of having the people go all the way around, because it takes a while to walk all the way the fuck around, like, it's fucking massive. Instead of having that, you could charge people to enter through your land to get through it, to where it's like literally like a toll. And you could charge people 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks just to get through. And say if it's a high traffic area, say if like 5,000 or even 500 people or 50 people a day going through that, and you charge them $5, bro, you're making money. Like, it's ridiculously easy. And like, say like with like Snoop Dogg's thing that he has, say if you would have bought all the land around Snoop Dogg's mansion, his private mansion, or even his other, because he has a couple spots, if you would have did that, and like he threw his like private concert that he has, you charge people to just enter into his house. Like, even though he's having a private concert, but you bought all that land because you fucking bought, I mean, it was expensive as shit, but if you had that, but you charge people to do that, you just made money, bro. And then what I also found out, like with the sushi bar or the taco bar or whatever it was that you could buy and put and develop on your land, you can then, it's literally like a DoorDash type thing you could do. You could set up a restaurant. Like, say if you bought like a McDonald's or some shit, you could have McDonald's bought, like if you have somebody go to your McDonald's and buy McDonald's through your metaverse, McDonald's will show up at their house real life. Like, you could have that whole fucking thing set up like that. It's actually pretty fucking cool, and you could get like a percentage off that cut. Like, you're just making money and making your shit more valuable. And because you bought the sushi bar, like as a great example, the sushi bar was going for what was it, like 15 or 30 Ethereum at the time. Now it's going for over 299 Ethereum because it's so rare and valuable, and it's a great asset to have on your land. And as more people get it and they see that, it makes your value of your land more valuable, so you could sell it at an even higher price. So at that point, that say if you bought it for 30,000 and now it's valued at 200 and some thousand, wait a few more weeks, now it could be like 2 point something million or even higher than that. It's ridiculous how fast the the metaverse is growing, and like that's why these companies are moving towards it. That's why, you know, Facebook or Meta was trying to move towards that. I mean, it's also why they wanted to come out with their Lira or Libra or whatever cryptocurrency, because that would have been used inside the metaverse. Honestly, I think they should still fucking drop it no matter what. Facebook is moving in the right direction, or Meta, whatever they want to fucking call it. I'm still gonna call it Facebook, it's whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of money. If you could get into this shit and research it the right way, you can make a fuck ton of money without even realizing it. So that's why I'm starting to like move into that and allocate stuff to where it needs to go, to actually obtain a plot, and then go from there. But yeah, that's what I got about on those cryptocurrencies. I have no fucking clue how far we are right now, because it's not fucking showing itself. But hey, we're gonna go from there. I think that's all I have on crypto. I want to say yes, that's all I have on crypto. I'm just gonna move on from that, and we're gonna finally jump into the second section of the podcast, which it's everybody's favorite section, because that's when I just talk the most shit, and actually gear like a lot more people tune in onto this section, which is the Q&A section, where I take questions from the audience from either previous podcasts, anytime I say on Twitter, Instagram, or whatever it is that I'm about to go creating show notes for the next podcast that's about to come out. People submit their questions and I answer them live. If you send in an audio clip, I will play it live as well, to where we will both listen to it, and I will answer from there. And just like with the disclaimer up ahead, my word is not law. At least it's all personal opinion. You could take it with a grain of salt. And it's just, I'm just gonna answer it to the best of my abilities, and go from there. And the first question, jumping right into this, the first question comes from Dylan. And this one is a pretty spicy one, I would say so. His question is, does time actually matter in a relationship? Does time actually matter in a relationship? For the audience or the viewers that are listening to this, I want you to kind of take a second and listen and think about that. Does time actually matter in a relationship? Some of you probably answered it quickly as hell, and it's like, yeah, of course it matters. Some of you might have said, no, it doesn't matter. You're probably thinking to yourself, or having your own little conference call in your head answering this. For me, I'm gonna answer this in different ways. Honestly, I'm gonna give multiple answers to this shit. Does time actually matter in a relationship? I gotta say this first. I haven't experienced that whole love at first sight thing, so I have no idea. For people who've actually experienced that type of love at first sight, and then got married within like a week or anything like that, and have still been together to this day. Of course, that's a rare occurrence, so I can't really make that exception be like the rule for everybody, so I don't know. I'm just going to put that out there. Like, I acknowledge that there are people like that. Like, I acknowledge it and know that, and I think actually one of my old colleagues, I would say, actually is dealing with that himself, and is married. Congratulations to him. He definitely found one, and they both did, and they, like, it wasn't just a one-sided thing. They both were boom, it's and still together to this day. Like, I acknowledge that, but I'm not going to make that exception be for everybody, because there are a lot of people who need that time to get to know somebody, to actually fill them out, to get to know who they are as a person, if they have that connection or that vibe, you know what I'm saying? To really see if they are the one for them, to see if they meet certain requirements for either the girl or the guy. Like, each person is different, but I would say, yeah, time does matter. depending on what you're looking for, because if you could find what you're looking for in the first week of knowing them, first 2 weeks of knowing, first year of knowing, first month, heck, it all depends on what you're really looking for. You could be wanting to, and this is just a relationship, it depends. If you're talking boyfriend or girlfriend as well, or are you talking about to marry? Like, it completely different. If you're looking to marry, you of course want to vet somebody for appropriate amount of time before actually getting down and asking them to be your wife, or wanting, for some people, husband. If you are ballsy enough to ask, get down on one knee for a girl and ask a man to that, there's rare instances of that happening, but you still acknowledge those. Me personally, yeah, I definitely would like to put time in. I haven't experienced that love at first sight. Like I said earlier, I don't know, but I would definitely put that time in to make sure that I'm marrying the woman I see myself going all the way with, and having kids and building my life together with her, and we build something special. Like, of course, that time is going to be special and required for me. Now, for the viewers and listeners, I don't know if you're on that same page. If you're agreeing with me, cool, awesome. If you're not agreeing with me, hopefully you could see where I'm coming from and not just argue about, you being in your feelings over something. Just like I said, I'm acknowledging all aspects of this shit, where people say time doesn't matter, time does matter. For the people who say time doesn't matter, probably maybe the people who found love at first sight, or I don't know, quickly fall in love. There are people who do that, just fall in love instantly, even though that person may not have that same, I don't know, outlook as you, to where they don't fall in love quickly, to where maybe they need that time to fall in love with you. It just all depends. It's just, don't get mad at me. I'm just giving my opinion. Hopefully I answered that question. Oh my god, I keep flubbing words, dude. Holy crap. Rate this shit 5 stars, because I keep fucking up words. All right, Dylan, hopefully I answered your question correctly. Just get to know that person, fall in love with that person. Hopefully you make the right decision. That's what we're all looking for. People strive for that connection. Some people don't. Some people look for other things that don't require somebody else entirely. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully I answer. Oh my god, hopefully I answered your question correctly. We're just gonna move on from that. This second person asked 2 questions. This question comes from Tommy. This one's a funny one, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. The first one, he said, why am I a pain in the ass to everyone? I told him I'm gonna answer that one because it's just funny. I was like, that's a good question. I know this guy personally. He's like one of my best friends. So that's why I'm gonna answer it. Even if it was an audience question, I could definitely answer that one too. Like if it was somebody I didn't know, is what I'm saying. Why am I a pain in the ass to everyone? I like annoying people. To be fair, I like to be annoying. I like to keep shit interesting. I'm not boring. I'm a character. If you're one of my best friends, or if I'm really close to you and I don't annoy you, something's wrong. You're just not entertaining enough to just annoy. I would say so. I'm just being real right now. I'm also like a pain in the ass. Like, yeah, I like to push buttons. I like to really get you there and like a little bit go further than what it needs to. And it's just like, I'm not the worst one either. And you know this. I know you're gonna be listening to that. I'm not the worst one. I'm probably like the second or third out of the people that could really get on your fucking nerves. He's probably shaking his head like, yeah, and you know who I'm talking about too. Because there's definitely somebody who's worse. I just like to fool around a lot. And it's all for fun and play. It's like, it's not real. Like if you want me to be a pain in the ass in like a serious way, that's a little bit worse. That one's like, that one's worse, but I'd never do that unless like you cross that line, which I already know you're not going to, unlike somebody else. We all know. Talked about him in a previous podcast. Yeah, I'd say that's why I'm a pain in the ass. Just I like being like that. It's fun. Sometimes I do it at wrong times, and I know I do, and I acknowledge that all the time. I say it all the time. Like, I know this is not the place and time for it, but I still do it. In which everybody does know that. It is what it is. Sometimes I don't take things too serious. Like, I don't take things seriously when I need to. But I know I should. I just choose not to, just because it's not something I feel is serious to take. That's just being real. So yeah, hopefully that answered that first question. Second question. This one's a little bit more, a little bit differently. Kind of goes back to like the whole relationship things. Second question is, what is your opinion on people in relationships who are on OnlyFans or in that type of industry? What is my opinion on this? It's probably gonna piss off a lot of people, but it's my opinion. I don't care. It's just what I choose, and it's just my preference. And my preference is just I would not date somebody who's in that industry or who's on OnlyFans. That's just me. We could possibly be friends, but I'm not going to take you to that relationship status. That's about it. Like, you could probably be the most down to earth person, probably could be for me, but nah, bro, that's nah. And to the guys that are listening to this, you probably understand what I'm talking about. The women probably don't understand what I'm saying. Because no, granted, like, yes, I acknowledge the people who are the guys who are into that type of thing, or even the girls. Well, for the girls' perspective, it's probably completely different. But for the guys, I'm speaking mainly for the guys, not the women, because I'm not a fucking girl, so I can't speak on that. Speak on it like that, because I don't know that perspective from being a girl trying to date on the inside. I would say for the girls trying to date on the inside who are in the industry and are in OnlyFans, stick with the people who are in the industry. Don't date regular civilians, is what, the professionals call people like me and everybody else who aren't in this industry. Stick with the people who are in there. I understand it's not really what you want to hear, but you're going to have to not have to deal with the bullshit on the outside, because the guys who might accept you for a time being, for maybe 3, 4, 5 months, who might think that they're okay with it, but deep down they're really not. They're going to try to take you out of that situation. They're going to be like, look, I don't want you doing this. I'm pretty sure people who may be listening to OnlyFans are in that type of industry. Probably you've ran into this, where the guy has dated you for a few months, but then is starting to kind of tack you in some sort of way of trying to get you out of that industry, to not have you in that anymore, because they don't like it. Like, in the beginning it might be fine, but over time it's not going to, because the guy is starting to develop real feelings for you and want you even more, and actually want to take you from that. But for the guy, if you can't support the girl to take her out of that, like if you're not making what she's making or even more, she's not gonna do it. Like, you're taking away her bread and butter and what makes her be able to sustain her lifestyle. Like, if you can't take that, like if you can't support her entirely, she's probably not gonna do it. Just opinion. I'm just saying how it is. But yeah, girls, you should probably stick with the people who are in the industry themselves. Guys who are trying to get those girls who, might, excuse me. Oh wow. Excuse me. Rate this shit 5 stars. For the guys who are trying to get the girls in the industry because they might live out some sort of fantasy you want, she's really hot or wherever it is, just know what you're walking into, and just know what level you gotta get to in order to take her out of that. That's just real talk. Like, it's not for the faint of heart. If you could actually deal with that, if you like being cuckolded, that's for you. That's not me, bro. I'm good. Like, if you like being like that, hey, by all means, you keep soldiering on. You take them all at that point. Go ahead, fight for the world, fight for them, all that shit. But that's just not for me. And I would say most guys, I could probably almost put like 80% of the guys aren't okay with that. And there's no toss up to knowing if you're that 20% unless you do it. But if you're willing to fucking do it, just know what you're walking into, and it's not going to be fun. A lot of problems are going to be arising in that. You're going to get very uncomfortable in that situation, and it could be for both the guy and the girl. You guys could get very uncomfortable because how he might be acting, how she might be acting, but she's acting that way because she's in that fucking industry. You should know what you're signing up for on both ends. You're dating a civilian outside of the industry, just know what you're signing up for and what's going to come later on. It may not show in the beginning. It's definitely going to show later. If it shows in the beginning, yeah, you probably shouldn't do it. For the guy, she may not tell you. If you find out, just know what's going to happen. Yeah. Did I answer that? What is your opinion on people in relationships? Oh, for the people who are in it and it's working, stay in it. Keep doing it. I'm not gonna say fucking break up. Like literally, like it's hard as a motherfucker out here in the dating world. Like if you have it, if it's working, keep fucking doing it. Keep striving for it. Keep making your relationship better. Keep accepting what you're accepting. Don't bend, I guess. Don't bend or fall for somebody else's opinion that is trying to take you out of that situation. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay in the relationship that you might have or are trying to get to. And yeah, just have love, I guess. This is what I gotta say. Yeah, just keep doing you, man. Because at the end of the day, you are your own source of happiness. I mean, if you are independent or if you're codependent, either one. Well, codependency doesn't mean, yeah, you know what I'm talking. You know what I'm probably trying to say. My God, I'm just talking. My God, I got winded too. How long I've been fucking talking? I don't even know how long I've been talking for. I'm already tired, and we still got a shit ton of stuff to talk about. But yeah, hopefully I answered that last question correctly, Tommy. I don't know if this also, I don't know where you came up with this question. Are you trying to get into a relationship with somebody who's in the industry? Oh wait. Never mind. Never mind. Because if you are, bro, just know what you're walking into. Just know what you're walking into. It's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun. If you can't deal with her being like that, it's not for you. If you can deal with it, keep going. Just know it's gonna be a lot of headache, a lot of evasiveness until she shows she's actually into you. If she is showing she's actually into you, like genuinely, like you guys are going out regularly, doing other fucking things as well, then yeah, keep doing it. But if all the other shit is like bothering you, don't do it, dude. Just keep having fun outside of that, and yeah, keep moving. That's all I gotta say about that. And yeah, I'm done. I'm not saying nothing else. I'm not saying nothing else. I'm done. I'm done with it. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that part. Yeah, we moving on to the next section of the podcast. We gonna jump into the quick news with gaming. Yeah. Rate this shit 5 stars. Share it. Leave a like. Share it with other people. Yeah, man. Let's do this. I'm hearing great news about Horizon Forbidden West. It's got great reviews, actually. A lot of 9.5s and 10s. I've seen some screenshots. I haven't seen gameplay just yet, but it looks fucking beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. They did some fucking work on that game, and it looks amazing. I kind of wish. I know it's gonna be on PC sooner or later, just like how God of War came on PC. It'll probably come to PC later on, and I'll get it on PC. I think Horizon is on fucking PC. I think I actually have it. I just haven't played it. I ain't have the time. I ain't got the time for a lot of shit. Fucking work's picking up and shit's keeping me more busy, and I'm getting more tired. So yeah, but Horizon Forbidden West looks great. I'll probably watch a whole gameplay or game through. Oh my god. Yeah, gameplay playthrough later on and just kind of like get a feel for it and shit like that, because it looks great. Kudos to the team that made that. I actually don't know the name of the team that made that, or the company. Sorry, but yeah. Rockstar has finally confirmed that they are now in the production and working on GTA 6. We are not going to get that game until 2029, most likely. Yeah, I know, that's fucking, yeah, it's a long time, but knowing like how expansive this game can be, because we see how GTA 5 has been out for what, 10 years? Yeah, right? I think, you know, let me GTA 5. When did this game drop? 2013. Almost 10 years. Yeah, almost fucking 10 years, dude. We are right there. September 17th, 2013 is when that game dropped. That dropped on the 360. People, 360. PlayStation 3 is when GTA 5 dropped. We have gone through 2 generations. Yeah, 2 generations of consoles. PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Xbox One, Xbox Series. Like, Jesus. That's how long this game has been out, bro. Oh my god. I mean, GTA 4 was out for like a fat minute, but you know, people were playing that. They were playing The Ballad of Gay Tony and what was that other one? That biker one. People were mainly on that. But was there multiplayer on GTA? Yeah, there was. Yeah, there was multiplayer. People were on that shit. But at the time, everybody was mainly focusing on like Call of Duty and all the other shit. Call of Duty and Halo, but Halo really wasn't. I don't know what Halo was out in 2013. I really don't fucking remember. I know I was playing Reach mainly because I was not playing 4 and I was not playing 5. I was on Reach more so than anything. Yeah, what did I get? Yeah, let me just go back. GTA 6, probably most likely gonna be coming out in either 2029 or 2031. Like, we don't know, but they're finally working on it. They have announced it. You could go on their Twitter and you see their website as well. I'm pretty sure it's probably on the website, but they announced it on Twitter. Sony has bought Bungie as a response to what Xbox or Microsoft has been doing with buying all these companies. I wonder what the next big one. Microsoft needs to either buy EA or Ubisoft. It's one of the two. I want them to get EA. I really want them to get EA. Reason why I want them to get EA, so we can get another fucking Star Wars game. Battlefront 3. I want a fucking Battlefront 3. I want them to expand. I love Star Wars. I want them to just expand on these fucking games, dude. EA has so many great titles. Ubisoft does as well, but I would rather have them get EA. Or the company that owns EA, whoever owns EA, or if it's EA owns EA, then yes, get EA. Not another $70 billion, because that shit was completely overpriced with what they bought with Blizzard Activision. That was ridiculous, but they had to do that in order to get the fucking deal. They weren't just gonna barely get, you know, a couple billion over. No, they had to make sure they dumped a bag on that shit. But going back, Sony buys Bungie as a response to what happened. Honestly, I think of it as an L. Lowercase L, not a big L, but like, Destiny's still gonna come out on the Xbox. They said they're not gonna make anything exclusive to whatever it is. I mean, that might change over time, but up front, they already said no, it's not gonna be anything exclusive besides if they make a new game separately, which I'm pretty sure they'll probably have them make a new game. Excuse me. But for the reason why I put this on the notes is for the people who think that them buying Bungie was meaning that Halo was going to be on PlayStation. Bro, y'all some idiots, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all some idiots. Microsoft already took those rights. Microsoft took everything fucking Halo from them. You really thought they were gonna get, like, I understand, like, for the people who aren't in the gaming industry and the people who just got into the gaming industry within like the past like 2 years because of the whole coronavirus that really shot gaming up, because people had nothing else to do, so people were just buying gaming rigs and shit like that. I would say from like 2018 to 20 now, like gaming has like skyrocketed to levels like unbelievable, with streaming and all that stuff. But yeah, no, I think you guys were idiots thinking that Bungie was going to that Sony was gonna finally have the first 3 Halos on PlayStation. No, you're crazy. You're do your research next time, honestly, when it comes to gaming and stuff like that, especially with these types of acquisitions. No, that'd have been cool, but no. It was a reach. It was a nice reach, but not anything that was going to grasp, honestly. Cyberpunk. I know we talked about this shit a while ago, and it wasn't, to me, I don't think, did I say it was a letdown? I would say it was only a letdown with the things they kind of promised in the trailer. But to me, I had no issue. I also said this plenty of times on the other podcast. I had no like serious or even minor game breaking glitches or anything like that with the game. The game was very fun to me. I wanted to wait, like before I even beat the game, I wanted to wait until the XS version was going to come out, but it never did. But it finally did within like the past week. And I turned it on after downloading it, and the game looks so much better. The ray tracing is finally on and shit like that. The game looks so fucking beautiful. The game already ran like great for me, but now it's running even better. I'm going to honestly restart the game and start from scratch and play it again because it was fun. The game was fun. The screenshots and shit you could take in the game, the character customizations, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Cyberpunk was a great game to me. All the hate and shit it got from before was just unnecessary. The only game that really deserved it was fucking Anthem. I'm gonna keep bringing that fucking game up because that game was a fucking huge disappointment, man. I was so ready for Anthem and they just flopped on their face, dude. Yeah, but yeah, it is what it is. Speaking of which, with Xbox kind of going back, I saw a rumor of Scalebound actually possibly being brought back up and possibly going to be made. If that happens, Scalebound is going to be, man, Scalebound, fucking Scalebound. Yes. Yes, if anybody who's seen Scalebound or even know what I'm talking about or don't know what I'm talking about, after this podcast, go and watch Scalebound, because if you're a gamer, if you're not a gamer, you're just gonna be just like, I ain't gonna fucking, why would I look at that? But yeah, Scalebound, and then Forsaken is about to drop soon. I'm excited for that. I cannot wait for that. I can't wait to see what they've done. I'll be getting on my PC. Yes. So yeah, that's really all I gotta say about the gaming section of the podcast. We're gonna move into the next section, which we got 2 sections. Yeah, we got 2 more sections left. And you probably already know, for the fucking anime fans out there, yeah, we're gonna talk about some anime, of course. We ain't gonna ever skip that shit, because I talk about it. I watch anime, I enjoy anime, and I only recommend good anime. I don't recommend no bullshit. And right now, since the last podcast, we're gonna talk about Attack on Titan. Number 1, fuck Gabby. Number 2, fuck Gabby. And number 3, fuck Gabby. Everybody who watch Attack on Titan, y'all know what I'm talking about. Yo, fuck that bitch, bro. Real talk. But Attack on Titan, man, this shit is insane. I think this week's episode is delayed. So tomorrow's episode, I believe, is delayed. If I'm not mistaken, it was delayed until next month, I think it was. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't like that, but they gotta take a break. These motherfuckers have been fucking animating and edit, like, dude, they've been doing great job. Like, Aaron has turned on Zeke, which we already knew that was gonna happen. For anybody who actually knows, Aaron was turning on Zeke's plan, because Zeke's plan was to euthanize everybody, so they wouldn't be, well, not everybody, but euthanize, I think it was everybody. So yeah, he wanted to euthanize everybody so they can't have kids. Aaron was like, that's fucking insane. Why the fuck would you want to do that? Aaron said, yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna take control of the founder's powers and start the rumbling, that which he did. He was successfully able to do that, and now he is headed to go trample everybody else outside of the wall, because he wanted to protect. Since the beginning, he's already said it. He's like, you guys are the only ones I care about and want to protect. He's the only ones that love, care about, and want to protect. So he said, all right, I'm gonna destroy the walls. For anybody who didn't know, the walls had titans in them. They were all colossal titans in them. You probably should have known that if you've seen season 1. At the very end of season 1, literally when Annie was climbing up the wall and fell down, at the very end of it, you see the wall fall. Well, towards the end, yeah, the wall pieces fall, and there's a Titan's face right there in the fucking wall. If you didn't fucking know that or forgot about that, yes, all the walls, while it's Maria, whatever it is, Cena, and Rose, all 3 of the walls were literally Titans. So every single one of them has gotten destroyed, and now all the Titans, which are thousands of Titans, colossal Titans at that, are going to go trample and kill every single person outside of the island, which is great. It's awesome. I don't care. I'm supporting Aaron in everything he's doing. I've said that before. I don't care. I support Aaron in every single endeavor. Just a couple of little war crimes. It's whatever, just doesn't matter to me. I don't care what he did. Those people are getting exactly what they deserved. Every single, well, except for the innocent people, but still, I don't care. I mean, they called them devils and everything, so I don't really care. Nah, he was right. They all deserved. He's taking Aaron's take full control. Mikasa, Armin. We still haven't seen Levi yet, which I already know he's still alive. He'll be coming back soon. Sorry, I got a text. Aaron has, when he said he will undo all the hardening, with that meant was the walls fell down. Fuck, what's his name? Reiner. Oh my god, dude, these names just pass me when I need them at the most. Reiner's armor titan fell apart, and as well as, if you don't remember, Annie, her crystallized form has finally come out. She is now free, and I can't wait for the next episode, because we finally, after 7 fucking years, she is free, and we are finally gonna get Annie now. I am excited to see her. I can't wait to see what happens. There was like a quick little teaser of Annie being slammed up against the I think it was a desk or something like that, and I can't wait to see what happens after that. There's so much to this story, and actually on Twitter I had a discussion with Black Crystal, shout out to her. She was saying that she didn't feel the character development with all the other characters outside of Aaron. And I responded. I was just like, I don't know, it might just be me and my personal opinion, but I was connecting with every single one of the characters. Not like, I understand he was focusing on Aaron, but I still was able to connect with not only Armin, Mikasa, Hannes, his mom, even though she got fucking killed right off the rip, his dad, every single character that was Annie, Bertolt, Reiner, like every single character that was there, I was connecting with. Sasha, of course, Connie, like connecting with every single fucking character that was there and that they introduced. Even though they weren't like getting so much screen time, but I still acknowledged each and every single one. It was like, okay, I want to learn more about them, this, that, and the third. But she was talking about specifically that you weren't able to get that type of connection with these characters up until the very end. And I was just like, I don't know if it was just me personally, but throughout the entire thing, I was connecting with every single one of them. It was just me. I don't know if anybody else who watched Attack on Titan felt the same way that I do, or might feel what she was feeling. But yeah, because I don't know if Black Crystal had started Attack on Titan when it first came out like I did, because not a lot of people jumped into Attack on Titan until maybe the 3rd or 4th season, so maybe the 2nd. But yeah, from the jump I was there since this thing dropped. Actually no, not since it dropped, because I came into it just after all of season 2 dropped, I think, or season 1, the end of season 1 part 2 had dropped. I think I had came in just after that. I didn't watch it weekly when it was dropping, but I came in just after it, and then that's when I started watching it. But that was still back in like, I don't fucking remember when the fucking thing dropped. Was it 2014, 13, 15, somewhere around there? I don't know. I forgot. It's not coming to mind. But yeah, that was just me. But I had rebutted. I had said as a whole, I was able to connect with every single one, but she was specifically talking about just the beginning season, and I was like, okay, I could definitely give you that, and I could see what you're talking about, because there was a lot of focused on just him, because of course it was like we thought he was just the main character. We thought he was gonna be like a how do I say this? Like a Naruto. You could say, like, you would just focus on him but not really worry about the rest of the characters, but they still showed the characters and you still started to build kind of with them, like, you know, you could take that same exact aspect from other animes and put it. But for me, as soon as I started anime, any character that's introduced, I instantly just boom, all right, like, okay, I gotta keep track of him. Even if it's somebody they talk to for a quick second, we'll probably see them 7-8 episodes down the road, or maybe another season where they become some like pivotal point in letting our characters go free because they're captured or some bullshit. I don't know, but that's usually what happens. But yeah, that's really what I gotta say about Attack on Titan. Still my number one. Attack on Titan is still my number one. I don't care. Nothing beats that. It will, of course, something might come down the road later on and probably replace my number one, because you always got to make room for greats. Your greats always got to get replaced with something that's even greater. So quote that shit. That's a clip right there. Quote that shit. Your greats will always get replaced with somebody who's even greater. So that should be the title. Yeah, I'm probably put that as the title. Maybe it's probably gonna be something like that, but that was pretty dope. Next one, Demon Slayer. Yo, Demon Slayer, bro. I don't know what Demon Slayer is on, bro, but they on some crack. These motherfuckers took the dial and turned it up all the way and broke the dial, so it just kept going. Dude, because things got wild. Like, I already knew as soon as the fighting started that things were going to turn up, but I didn't know it was going to be this crazy. Yo, this shit is, it was insane. We are finally done with season 2 and waiting for the next arc. And this arc already needs to come out, bro. It's already that, dude. Like, I'm already hungry for more, because what had happened since the last podcast? A lot of shit. To boil it down, if you're not watching Demon Slayer, or if you are watching Demon Slayer or coming up, oh yeah, I probably should have said spoiler alert. I don't care. Rate this shit 5 stars. Oh my god, rate this shit 5 stars, leave a like, share, all that good jazz. Yeah, bro, it is. I don't even know where to start because of how crazy this shit got. I don't even know what was the last thing from the other podcast that we left off, because I think we got through like 3 or 4 episodes. I don't know how many episodes we went through since the last podcast, because so much shit has happened. Oh my god, I just had like a stroke. Chia head ass. Fuck, I don't even remember. I'm trying to remember, but yeah, I'm just go from here. I'm just start from one place, and yeah, I'm gonna be jumping all over the place. The animation was cinema quality during the fights. The fights were epic as hell. Let me tell you, these fights were insane. If you just want, like, I don't know if you have Twitter or if you follow anybody who has had like you know, shares like Demon Slayer shit and has showed like the fight scenes. I recommend go on YouTube or something like this after the podcast and just watch the fucking fight scene, and you will put that bitch to 4K 60 full screen, put it on your TV or some shit, surround sound, throw it all on, and you will understand how crazy those scenes were. They were amazing. My boy Pikachu, we call him Pikachu, a lot of people call this nigga Pikachu, Zenitsu, bro. This man was on a whole nother level with his Godspeed Flash, Godspeed Flash, I think it was his move he used to kill the sister. to try to kill the sister, to take her out, to keep her completely rendered useless. And Inosuke as well. I was like, how did this man keep up with his Godspeed as well, with just flying through that? These people were probably moving like Mach 17, dude. They were flying so fast, and just one jump, they just it's hilarious. Like, that's just my one nitpick, but it was great. Even though after he had moved his heart, because he got stabbed in the chest, it was supposed to be from his heart, but he moved his heart at the last second. Reason why he got stabbed is because the brother had wanted that. Oh my god, I can't speak. The brother stopped Inosuke from getting away from him with his sister's head, because he wanted to keep the body separated. Because in order to kill both the brother and the sister, because they are the upper 6 demons, you had to cut off both heads simultaneously. So what they wanted to do was keep, the first initial plan was to keep her head away from the body, while Tanjiro and I forgot what the Hashira's name is, completely Flashy Flash. I'm just calling him Mr. fucking Flashy. That man was flashy, bro. He was definitely on his shit. Him and his 3 wives, bro. That man was flashy, all right. I'll tell you that. That man with one arm and poison was doing his job as a Hashira. He was doing his fucking job. And thank God he did not die. I did not want to see another Hashira die. Oh, fucking God, I didn't want to see another Hashira die. Man, that shit was amazing. And just the fights, oh my god, like right before the end, I know I'm all over the place, I don't care, I'm just speaking on this shit. Right before the fucking end of the second last episode, like they had sliced their heads off at the same exact time. My boy Tanjiro sitting there just like trying to breathe, because he had just finished like fighting, thinking that it was over, and Mr. Flashy's like, yo, run, bro, this shit's not over, run. And then they pan out, and the body, like they zoom in on the body of the brother's body, and then his ability just starts going insane, and then they pan out, and you just see this entire like section, blocks of the city just get leveled. And then they just end the episode, and I'm just like, are you fucking serious? We gotta wait for the next week in order to see what the fuck happened? Oh, that was pain. That was a pain, because that fight scene, and then that's where we're left off of, and we just like, yo, who's dead? What? It was incredible. And freaking Nezuko as well, using her demon blood art during the fight to help. It was insane, just how everything worked out. It was just beautifully animated. That was some of the best animation in the entire industry that we have seen in a while. Like Attack on Titan shit was good, but it just did not match with those animations. And anybody who's seen both of them and has been keeping up would know and would agree with me. That was on some other shit. That was movie theater, even better than the train animation, and those were pretty fucking nice too, trust me. That was beautiful. But this shit they made this shit consistent every single week. They gave us that shit every single week. Man, though, I know those animators and everybody at that studio is probably tired as shit, I'll tell you that. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about Demon Slayer, man. I can't wait for the next arc. We got 3 or 4 more arcs, because there's, what are the I forgot what the other arcs, because we also got the we finally got introduced to the second, so the top 3 upper moons, we know who the second dude is. Sorry, yeah, the third upper moon was, I forgot his name, but he was on the train that killed Rengoku. He was number 3. We seen number 2. We seen he's the one who turned the brother and the sister. We finally seen his ass. For people who don't know if why I'm saying he's if you look it up and you research Demon Slayer, he is number 2. He is the second upper moon. And then the first upper moon, who's number 1, is actually a relative of Tanjiro. Of course, as a spoiler, I don't really give a fuck. Just doing the research, you'll see. I just can't wait to see the shit animated. But we got 3 or 4 more arcs. I forgot what it was. what are the three arcs, 3 or 4 arcs, but it's one of the two. It's either 3 or 4, either one. We'll see from there. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about Demon Slayer. I'm just not gonna talk anymore about Demon Slayer. We're done. The Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2 coming April. I'm stoked about it. They have finally dropped a trailer. I'm ready. I think this is my second favorite anime. Yeah, this is my second favorite anime. I love Shield Hero. Every time my friends are always just like, yo, what are your like top 3? It was like, I always go Attack on Titan and Shield Hero. Those are definitely the first 2 I always say. Shield Hero, I enjoyed the fuck out of that one. That shit was amazing. Ever since that first episode, I was hooked from that part. So I'm excited to see what happens to my boy. Now for me, I want to see Philo, Raftalia, and then I see they got new party members in the thing. I'm excited to see what happens with them, so I can't wait. April is gonna be fun. Can't wait to start that shit. I'll definitely be talking about it in April when it drops. There's also this soccer anime that I saw called Blue Lock that is coming. The reason why I'm interested in that, in like a soccer anime, because it reminded me of Hayaku. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. The volleyball anime. That shit is fucking dope. If you haven't seen that volleyball anime, it was on Netflix. I think the first 2 seasons. I don't know if it's still on there or if they removed it. But if you got Crunchyroll, definitely highly recommend checking that one out. That one had me up out my seat, bro. Just sitting there rooting for them. Like, I was immersed in that shit. So that's why I'm interested in this Blue Lock one, because I think this one actually might be something similar to that, and if it is, I'm gonna definitely check it out and I'll talk about it. So I'm excited to see about that. And that's really all I got to say about the anime right now. So we're gonna move on to the last section of the podcast. We are almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Just bear with me just a little bit, but while we're at it, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at TheProjectVega Podcast on both IG and Twitter. Links will be in the description below for a quick shortcut. And yeah, we're gonna jump into the last section of the podcast, which is gonna be the movies and TV shows. And the first one we're going to mention is the one that's on Netflix. I don't know if I actually said this one last podcast, so I'm just going to mention it again. It's going to be a Korean style TV show. It's called All of Us Are Dead. Just like how you got the, what was the other one? Squid Game. Another Korean style one. These Korean, like I mentioned it before, these Korean shows that have been dropping, like the reality shows and like the TV shows they got, all of them on Netflix are fucking fire. Almost all of them are fucking really good. Like I watched so many of them just because like, yo, these things are really good. It's just like when Netflix had that whole Bollywood binge where they just had a bunch of like Indian style like shows and shit. Like a bunch of them I watched because they were fucking good too. Just like that Bahubali and all the other ones. Those were pretty good. They're funny, but they're fucking good too. On the back end too. All of Us Are Dead, Korean style zombie type show, which is based in where it starts in a high school. Or here, let me kind of like give like a backstory. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend checking it out. It's pretty entertaining. It's funny. It's also very like, you probably get annoyed with some of the characters like I did. As like a kind of like summary of what happened is was he a doctor? I'm gonna call him a doctor. Yeah, I think he was a doctor. A doctor transformed his son into a more aggressive type male because he was a little bitch who kept getting bullied and he wanted him to fight back, but ended up turning him into a zombie, in which that kind of gets an outbreak into a school, and where the site kind of happens because the doctor gets fired and becomes a teacher, and he brings his work to school, and it's like kind of starting there. So it kind of breaks out from there because a student gets infected, and then that pretty much becomes ground zero as to where the infection starts happening and starts expanding. And the cool thing about it is they actually reference Train to Busan, which is a better movie. Not as good as Train to Busan, phenomenal. This doesn't match to that, not even close. Train to Busan was on some other shit. Great as hell. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I think it's on Amazon Prime. You go check it out there. It was on Hulu before. but it's on Amazon Prime. I think it's still on there. The last time I checked was like 2 months ago. I don't know, they might have removed it, but go check it out if you haven't. They reference Train to Busan as like the zombies in there, so it's pretty cool how they kind of had that as like canon in their universe at the time. The kids are fucking stupid. I'll tell you that. Holy shit! Like, man, the way a lot of them acted were ridiculous. They played their parts very well, but it was so well that it just like, oh my god, these kids are fucking retarded. Like, come on now. Like, you can't be that stupid in a fucking zombie apocalypse happening right now. Really? You make that decision? Who does that? Honestly, a lot of people would probably make that fucking same decision, but hopefully nobody well, no, I can't even say that. Hopefully nobody in America. Some Americans are very dumb. So it is what it is. Yeah, all of us are dead. It's dumb. It's hilarious. I recommend checking it out. It's definitely, what, 12, 14 episodes, if that. Something you could binge watch just to, you know, keep yourself, you know, interested in something if you got nothing else to watch. Go check that one out. I recommend that one. It's pretty good. Next one I'm gonna talk about is Raising Dion. So I didn't watch the first season until after the second season came out and they dropped it because, you know, people were like ranting and raving about how good it was. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, excuse me, let me go ahead and watch this show. I'll say this, the show is good. It's not great, it's good. Me personally, that's my personal opinion on it. I don't think it's great. I think it's good to decent, where it's just like, it's something to watch, I guess, but it's not something to like be like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing fucking ever. Well, let me explain why. The levels of irritation and how pissed I was at this fucking little kid. Oh my god. This little kid Dion is oh my god, he's so stupid, man. And then the mom too, but let me just focus on this little kid. Bro, this kid was fucking this kid pissed me off so much, man. It's pinned, like I'm getting irritated just talking about this little dumbass dude. I swear. Whoever the director is or the producer, I think they just literally found this kid and was just like, hey, you're gonna be in this show and I want you to act exactly what you're doing now. Just act normal. We'll just press record. You might follow a little bit of lines or something like that or whatever it is, and you just do whatever. It must have fucking worked. It's either that or this is a child genius actor. It's one of the fucking two, because I can't find a medium. It's either that or he's just a fucking genius, because the way he played his part was fucking perfect and it pisses me off. It makes no sense, but trust me, if you have not seen Raising Dion, go fucking watch it and you will understand how mad I am about this kid. This kid is stupid. He's just made so many dumb decisions. He's a kid, I understand. He's like an 8-year-old kid or whatever it is. Like learning that he got these powers, but the kid is he's so dumb, man. Like, come on. Oh my gosh. Like, I was not this stupid at this age. This is like one of those little kids you get that just cannot settle down. Like, sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up, make a rational, logical decision. But he can't. Like, I think, I don't know if this kid has a mental disability or something like that, if that was like part of his character in the show. I have no clue. I was so confused of how stupid this fucking kid is. And then let's go to the fucking mom. The mom is like trying to do great and nice good decisions by trying to protect him, but it's wrong. Like, everything she tried to do was stupid. She tried to handle everything by herself. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? Like, come on, dude. It was so irritating, bro. This show did a great job of pissing me off, man. Oh my god, I am not going back through it and watching it again. I don't even know if I want to watch season 3 because of how bad it was. Like, not how bad the show, like I said, the show was good to decent to me or whatever it is. I'm not gonna go as far as say it was great. Because of that, like, the story behind it was good. Like, I actually was interested. I'm like, okay, let's see how he got this, how they got the powers, and how his dad went missing, or how he got killed, and and who killed him, and why this thing is coming after the people with the powers, because it's not just the kid who has powers. It was everybody who went out to Iceland or some shit like that. It was either Iceland or Greenland to go watch the I think it was the Aurora Borealis or something like that, or it's just some sort of meteor shower, and then come to find out it was some comet that burst out and then like had some effect on everybody that was there, and they all got these powers. And the reason why the kid wasn't there, the kid is a product of the dad who got his wife pregnant, and the kid inherited the powers through genetics and what had happened. That's how the kid got it. But everybody else who was up there, who were all adults that were up there, got their powers from what had happened and experienced. But yeah, dude, that kid, man, and the mom, it's so hard to explain. I think I explained it the best I can just because how stupid it was. It was good. Just a lot of dumb decisions. Fuck, man. If you haven't seen it, if you'd like to go see it, check it out. If you've already seen it and you know what I'm talking about, thank you. Holy crap. I'm man, glad I'm not the only one, because Jesus, man, the kid, man, so stupid. So stupid. Yeah, we just gonna move on from this, because fuck that. I can't even I'm not even gonna give it any type of rating, because it's whatever. I haven't rated anything in a while. I think I rated something last podcast. I don't know. It is what it is. But since the last podcast, we finally got a trailer for the Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange and Wanda, and so much shit is in that trailer, and it looks so good, man. I actually just put up a video on my YouTube about a debate about the Multiverse of Madness and Spider-Man and what happened. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's actually pretty hilarious, because man, the person that we were debating with just really did not understand anything about variants, the Multiverse of Madness. He didn't understand anything. Like, it's like 40 something minutes. It's great. It's full of shit. And it was, how many people? It was one, two, I think it was like 5 people telling him he's wrong, even though he just was not getting it. And he said he didn't like Spider-Man, so it was just like, it was a bad shit. But yeah, Multiverse of Madness trailer dropped. A lot of stuff to expect. A lot of great things, a lot of hints. Professor X, the actor in the X-Men, is actually in the because we hear his voice at the very end. We hear him. It's like, it's pretty much confirmed. Like, we hear his ass in there, and we see like side of his bald head and his face. So we're gonna see him. Great. Hints that Deadpool might be in this. Rumors that Chris Evans is coming back, but not as Captain America, but Johnny Storm, because Fantastic Four, we had the dude Reed Richards. I think he was confirmed to be in it. So we're gonna get those two. I don't know if they got Jessica Alba or the dude who played the Thing. The robots that we saw, the suits of iron that look like Ultron, for people who don't understand why that's happening, that is the version or the variant of Tony Stark who perfected Ultron. That's what that variant is, and that's where we're about to get. And what else that is there's also a rumor that Tom Cruise is playing Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark. So that possibility, it's up in there. We don't know. We'll see when it comes out. Wanda, I don't know. She's not going to be a bad guy, because she's definitely, I don't think so. I have no fucking clue. All I know is this Doctor Strange just destroyed shit, and now he's got to fix it, because he's got to go against his own self, a variant of himself. So yeah, this movie is gonna be big, man. As soon as those tickets drop, I'm getting them. Everybody's getting them, man. That shit's gonna shut down. AMC's gonna shut down again, and we're gonna be struggling getting fucking tickets for hours again. But yeah, that's what I gotta say about that. Jurassic Park World Dominion. I haven't seen the second one yet, but this one looks really dope. They got all the original cast back. Every single one of them is back. I'm excited to see that. It interests me. The second one didn't really interest me that much, but because this one did, I gotta go back and watch that one to understand what led up to what they're going through now. I'm excited about that. I cannot wait to see this new Jurassic Park that comes out soon. And then this latest movie of Ryan Reynolds in it called Project Adam looks dope. I'm not gonna lie. If you haven't seen it, I recommend checking it out. To me, it piqued my curiosity. I was like, okay, what is this about? Because I'm actually intrigued. I want to know what this movie entails. It looks really dope. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, Project Adam with Ryan Reynolds, I'm gonna check that out. Hopefully, if I get another trailer soon. I mean, I think that was the one trailer because it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out soon. This trailer already had a lot of stuff in it that pretty much showed a good amount to where it's like that's the trailer you show right before the movie starts, which most movies do that, and I think that's what this is gonna be. So I'm excited to see what happens with that and Ryan Reynolds in this movie, because the other movie I didn't watch the other one, the something guy movie with him inside like a VR world and trying to escape or trying to make people weird. That one I didn't see because that one didn't interest me as well. But this one did. This one does exactly what it's supposed to. It's actually piqued my interest to want to go see it. So yeah, that's I think that's everything I got on my notes. Yeah, so that's everything I got on my notes. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Oh my god, I cannot talk. I am so tired from talking. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of the podcast, episode 21 of PvP. Go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, and if you made it to the end of this video, drop in the comments below and say you made it. We made it. Don't say nigga, we made it. Just say we made it. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna fucking be like, nigga, we made it. It's just whatever. I'll like it either way. If you did make it to the end of this podcast, go ahead and do just that. I should be uploading both of these, the video version and the audio version, today to drop them as soon as possible, because that's what I want to do, is get these out as soon as possible and be done with it. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed listening, and I will catch y'all in the next episode 22 in 2022. See ya.